An air of confidence to the Suns as they arrived earlier today. Playing in front of your home fans always puts a bounce and both teams tonight. Unafraid to run offense through their bigs, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, B.A., it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Paul passes to Ayton. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
Paul won't miss an opening that good. He quickly feeds the ready shooter, and it's all she wrote from there.
Edwards with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Now here's Gobert, guarded closely. McDaniels passes to Gobert.
Josh Okogie, first personal foul, first team foul.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Edwards against Paul. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's Gobert. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You were so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team. As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Pass to Okogie. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Shot from the wing. That one off the back iron and out.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Paul passes to Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
When Durant gets a look from that distance, he's letting it fly.
Pass to Towns. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
Here's Okogie. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Pass to Okogie. Outside Booker. Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Booker against Conley. Now Edwards. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Paul passes to Durant. Fades and shoots. And it's Gobert with a rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Towns with the ball. And it's Paul picking him up. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Towns double teamed. It's McDaniels on the wing. Three-pointer. Knocks it down from distance. McDaniels got 5.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Ayton, the screen on Conley. Up top, Ayton. Pass to Booker. Tipped. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter here. For 3, Conley. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Just a smart offensive player. Conley is aware of when he should look to rise and fire. I love it.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix. And so here's Phoenix. They trail by 6. Ball against Conley. Outside Durant. Looking to win the run. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into a shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
Left side Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Offline with a 3. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 4. Let's take it.
Please give a big round of applause for your son, you.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
On the court for the Timberwolves, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Durant with a screen on Conley. The kick out to Paul. Outside Durant. 6 to shoot. Ayton, a screen on Towns. And the Suns get another 3.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Edwards can't hit. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
The Timberwolves trail. Here's Towns. Here's Gobert. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Gobert's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Pass to Durant. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
The shot by Conley, no good. The Suns have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Good work there as it goes. And the Suns lead by 1. Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
Pass to Towns. The kick out to Conley. And here's McDaniels. Gets the 3 to fall. McDaniels got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Okogie on the wing. Back to Paul. Ayton, a screen on Conley. Here's Paul. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Some changes for Phoenix. Landale's checked in for Ayton. Warren comes in for Durant. And it's Ross in for Devin Booker. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here's Paul. 5 points in the game. No good on the three. Outside Edwards. Right side Conley. The three is up. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Phoenix calls timeout. Haynes checked in for the Suns. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. There's 49 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Hammers the lob through.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Pass to Ross. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Warren up top. He's off on that one. Edwards against Ross. Oh, sweet move. And rejected.
Well, you see the defensive prowess there. I mean, I love when the Kobe gets up and sends it back. Not many guys of his size can do that.
And so a close game is appreciated, Allie.
24. The Timberwolves. 26.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Minnesota in the lead.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves game last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Payne and Booker in the backcourt. T.J. Warren out there with Josh Okogie. And it's Landale in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. Payne, the pass to Warren. Outside Booker. Back to Warren. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Rivers. Stolen by Payne. Warren. That one's good. This game is all even. Warren's got his second basket.
You know, I like seeing Warren do work inside. He might be a three-point shooter, most known for that, but he's still 6'8". You got to do some work in the paint.
Noel, no good. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Anderson for 3. Knocks down the triple.
Anderson.
And now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
with it.
Minnesota foul.
Phoenix making some changes. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Landale. Durant comes in for Warren, and it's Paul in for Payne. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Ayton inside, working on Reed, and Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Booker, the pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
Reed, a screen on Paul. Down low. Stolen by Ayton. Here we go, one-on-one for the lead. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And the Suns making a change here. Ross is checked in. That's good from Paul.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. So it's Minnesota now. 2-point game. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Ross. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Clock at 4. Will it go?
And Paul is known as a dogged defender, somebody who gets right up in the face of whoever he's on.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
1:21 left in the third quarter. Edwards with it, and it's Paul picking him up. And the foul on Chris Paul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Here's Conley. 6 points for him. Picked by Gobert. Conley on the attack. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Terrence Ross.
And the stifle tower makes his presence felt on the offensive end. He's really developed an array of moves on the interior.
And so Gobert nails both of them. The Suns have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Pass to Durant from downtown. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. Man,
Oh, man, what a punch that was.
Bad intentions.
Boy, I tell you what, so hard trying to corral Towns. He's got excellent strength, good feet, good hands, and he's got a will to score the ball that you've got to appreciate.
Phoenix has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Now Paul, give him 8 points now. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock at 6, and Ayton gets it to go.
And this is how dynamic Ayton can be on the offensive end. Keep getting him the ball, please.
Towns a screen on Paul. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Towns for 3. Kept alive by Minnesota. Outside McDaniels. High post Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Towns slamming it down to show the defense exactly what he can do. That was a pretty dominant move by the Cat.
Outside Durant. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. The T-Wolves on top. They're up.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns U10 team.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Suns trailing. So for Minnesota right now, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. The kick out to Conley for 3. Nails it from 3.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
Outside Booker. It's tipped. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's McDaniels. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Good gamble that time by Edwards. He, as much as anybody, wants this team to be out in the open floor.
Durant with a screen on Conley. Paul for 3. And he can't get that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Phoenix has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Pass to Durant. It's Ross on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Durant, pass to Ayton, and stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. From deep, Conley. And another 3 from Minnesota. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Pass to Gobert. Stolen by Ayton. McDaniels against Ross. All with it. It's Booker on the wing. Takes a 3. Rebound Minnesota.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now Towns. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. That one goes. Count it. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Boy, nice movement from Towns there. Excellent teamwork, and Towns was the catalyst.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Ross. Back to Paul. Now here's Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Durant with a screen on Edwards. Booker, pass to Durant. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
Shot is good by Edwards.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Phoenix has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the 3rd quarter. Back to Paul. Right side Durant. Ayton with a screen. Durant, pass to Paul. Back to Durant. Beyond the arc. Edwards pulls it in.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
1:09 left to play in the 4th quarter. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Conley passes to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. And he banks in the layup. And now it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he smartly stays focused on his shot.
For 3, Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 14-6 run. Conley passes to Gobert. Conley against Booker. Pass to McDaniels. Towns with the ball. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Phoenix ball. Now into the lineup for your Suns, Josh Okogie.
And this one feels just about over.
Yeah, they'll play it out, but I think it just wasn't meant to be tonight.
Booker for three. McDaniels with the rebound. Pass to Towns. Back to Daniels. And so it's Minnesota with Allie. Thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all.
Smack clowns with mad style.
Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the one. And for the Suns, Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Durant. And it's Bazley in at the power forward. Obviously, both these teams love to attack the glass, rebounding. So that stat, Greg, could end up being a deciding factor here tonight.
There aren't going to be any free second chances tonight. These squads need to be ready to get physical and fight for every single possession. And the skill, the athleticism of Chris Paul shoots up the floor on a one-man mission.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws. Will rank Chris Paul as undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Now here's Morant. Adams sets the pick for Morant. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Here's Morant, following the score by Phoenix. Bane against Booker. Bane passes to Adams. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Here's KD. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And how about Durant inside because of that height? Just tough to deal with. Comfortable attacking from that spot.
Morant against Paul. Back to Morant. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
Brooks outside. Adams finds Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis moving it around. Jackson misses. For Phoenix, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Paul surveying the floor. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
That's an aggressive play. Devin Booker up to the rim.
Morant reaches to Jackson. Bane, it's tipped, and they're able to recover. Morant right side. Adams sets the pick for Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Memphis foul. Desmond Bane. First personal foul.
And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Suns. It's a 3-point game. Booker outside. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter.
No, sir. Jackson Jr.'s shot blocking ability, part of why he was a top 5 pick back in 18.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
It's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable. And he's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That's with the foul there. Ayton's powerful on the inside. At 7-2, he'll go through you.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. A lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Pass to Durant. 3-pointer. That shot off the mark. And it's Memphis the other way. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Morant for 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Now, here's Morant for 3. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Phoenix ahead, up 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. Brooks the pass to Morant. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And then Durant with the jam.
There are very few guys Durant's size who can change pace with the bounce like he did there.
And stolen by Ayton. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Lobbed up there for Durant. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Jackson kicks to Morant. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Morant passes to Bane. Off target from three-point range. And now the Suns at fast break. Basket counts. Paul's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
Now you're pretty confident that Chris Paul is going to make the right decision with the basketball.
Here's Morant. And finished up by Morant.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, and a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Landale's checked in. Warren comes in for Basil. Okogie's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Ross in for Devin Booker. To the paint. And it's Warren with the jam.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Morant scanning the floor. On the wing, Bane. Jackson with it. Now defended by Warren. Here's Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big game. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Down low, here's Adams. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Paul for 3. .133 left to play here in the half. No good from Ross. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
High
perfect play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise. And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Suns leading by 7. To the left side wing. And the basket by Okogie. Okogie's got his first basket of the night.
You leave it to CP3, statistically one of the top 10 assist men, not just in the league now, in the history of the game.
Back to Jones. 36 seconds left in the first half. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Kennard. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Here's Kennard. A 3 off the inbound. The Grizzlies with another miss. Here is Ross. The dish to Paul. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Whatever the team needs, Chris Paul can provide it. Tonight, it's on the scoring end.
Jones, the pass to Concha. Here's Tillman in the corner. Kennard with it. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Jones for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Durant. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Baisley into the foursome. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. And that one's good, Ayton.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Over to the left wing. Concha. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Brent, the lead up to the 2019 draft was an interesting time for Darius Baisley.
Yeah, here's one of those players who opted out of going to college and ended up working for a shoe company prior to going to the draft a year before. Talked about going the G League route, but trained on his own, got himself ready, and he's showing some steady improvement here.
Payne, he's checked in for Chris Paul.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Durant way outside. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Tillman passes to Concha. They get it again to the left wing. Fires the 3. Three-pointer. Trains the three-pointer. Conchar's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Tries from 16, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Well, you talk about the mid-range and how much KD uses that area better than anybody in the NBA.
Jones, that's for 2. Misses off the left iron.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Kennard against Durant. The shot's good from Kennard. Kennard's got his first 2 points of the night.
Good job by Kennard. He makes the read, and that's an impressive play just to get to the inside.
For three, Booker. Aldama with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Jones, no luck. Phoenix leading by 13. KD looking around. Good on the triple. Durant's got 7 points for the quarter.
Even back in Texas when he was in college, KD would shoot that three. It would look good the moment it left his hand then. It still does.
Jones with guarded by Payne. From deep three-point range. And here's Booker from the arc. And that one is off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And stolen by Booker. Pass to Durant. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Warren's checked in for Basil. Outside, Jones. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
That's impressive. Kevin Durant just getting up and throwing it down.
Out left to the wing. Durant with the steal. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's stolen by Jones. And there's the pass to Concho. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Kennard. And Memphis turns it over again.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Outside Durant from deep, an absolute pound from three-point range. Durant's got 12 points in just the second half. 43 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Bucket is good.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
Pulls up. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Booker's got 8 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
He took the opportunity when he saw it. He's got 11.
Devin Booker lethal on the pull-up jump shot. Loves going to this shot when the D is not paying any attention.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Grizzlies having good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. He's perfect from the line this time.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
And here's Booker from the arc. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. From deep three-point range. And so it's Phoenix closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. Ladies and gentlemen, here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this team to become competitive. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center, filling out the middle. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 22 is their biggest lead. Outside Warren. Durant in the corner. He takes it in. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
That's some nifty ball handling by Durant there, but also extremely effective.
The Grizzlies trail by 19. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And Morant throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Brooks against KD. Over Brooks. And it's Durant missing. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Out to Brooks. Back to Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists in the game. Suns leading by 15. Now Kevin Durant. From deep. Durant with another miss.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
A fader. Tries again. Kicks it out to Booker. Clock at 6. Durant against Adams. That one a little long.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one made. Here's KD. Good on the shot. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
And we might be in for a special night. KD getting it going offensively.
And stolen by Ayton. Durant with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And a dunk by Booker.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And Durant gets double teamed. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fades. A new 14 for the Suns. Fades back. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Suns.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for KD.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
Warren, a screen on Bane. Left side, KD. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morant with a wide open look. The Grizzlies with another miss. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Adams against Ayton. And the Suns miss again.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for...
The offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center spot.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Pass to McDaniels. At home from three-point land.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Conley against Morant. Now Bane. Screen. Back to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Bane finds Brooks. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Well, Smitty with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Morant for 3. Conley. Adams grabs the miss. Outside Morant. On the wing, Brooks. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention, got his teammate a clean look.
Edwards, a pass to Conley. Inside, Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Outside Morant. Adams with a screen on Conley. Second chance shot. And it's Adams missing.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Pass to Conley. Now here's Gobert. Picked by Gobert. Towns finds Conley. Back to Towns. Towns double team. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. For Memphis, they've gone 1 for 3 so far.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Now here's Morant. Brooks from outside. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Towns a screen on Bane. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Here's Morant. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's on Anthony Edwards. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence, given the size of the disadvantage there.
And also a lot of skill. This is exactly the type of thing you practice for over and over again.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Towns a screen on Brooks. Back to Edwards. Here's Gobert. It's McDaniels on the wing. Edwards against Brooks. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Here he goes, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. From deep, Morant. And the dunk by Jackson.
Converting around the rim is just effortless for Jackson. He could play on my team any day.
Outside McDaniels. There's the triple. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Here's Morant.
Oh, wow. Wait a second. As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Towns a screen on Bane. Edwards for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Conley against Morant. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Bane finds Morant. On the wing, Brooks. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Timberwolves. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and their focus.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. Jackson against Towns. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. And it's powered home by Towns.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
Adams with a screen on Conley. Pass to Jackson. Outside for Brooks. Outside Bane. 6 to shoot. Some solid defense from Edwards. Minnesota in the lead. From behind the arc. Towns. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
So he gets them both. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Now here's Edwards. 7-point game, biggest lead so far.
No debate there. He got hammered.
17 foul. At the line for your Timberwolves.
That free throw, no good.
2 shots.
He does not get the second one. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Jackson can't get it to go. And here's Minnesota now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Edwards can't hit.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
From deep, Morant. Towns with a rebound.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
And that one falls for Towns. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Conley. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
What I appreciate about Conley, the assist to turnover ratio for his career has been outstanding.
And Conley drops them both. Here's Morant. He has 7. They need this. And then Morant with the dunk.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Gobert with a screen on Morant. Pass to Towns. Lets it go from deep. The shot off that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Conley. Here's the three. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
First one falls for him. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Tillman's checked in for Adams. Aldama comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Conchar, he's checked in for Brooks. And it's Kennard in for Desmond Bane. Now here's Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. Ja Morant grabs the miss. Memphis trailing here. All right, now a timeout called by Memphis.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Some changes for Minnesota. Noel, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And Rivers is subbed in for Mike Conley. Aldama, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Here's Noel. And the three-pointer goes. Noel's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And here's Morant outside. He drops it from range.
I love the competitive fire Ja Morant plays with, coming right back with his own 3.
Pass to McDaniels. To the middle. Aldama grabs the board. For Memphis, they've gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. And the Grizzlies call time here. Changes for Minnesota. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Prince comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Alexander Walker in for McDaniels. Jones, he's checked in for Memphis. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
At the line for Minnesota, Nas Reed.
So he comes up empty, missing both. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Outside Jones. Pass to Aldama. Here's Conchar. And the Grizzlies call time here.
They've just committed too many fouls. While you don't want to give up easy looks, you also don't want to give away points. It's been a non-stop parade to the free throw line.
"17 seconds left in the half. Jones from outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. Anderson for 3. The shot won't fall. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half.
The Grizzlies, 20.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
Jalen Noel out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Taurean Prince. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Reed in at the center, locking down the middle. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
You saw the talent from day one in Summer League. Anderson's one of those guys who can really get it done in a lot of different areas.
Now here's Kennard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Pass to Aldama. And here's Jones. Here's Conchar. The three ball on target from range.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Here's Rivers, defended by Jones. Now here's Reed. Here's Rivers, down to 5 on the shot clock. And he makes it on the layup. Rivers has gotten his first points of the night.
I mean, he's extremely confident and aggressive. Rivers loves to take it up inside.
Outside Jones. To the inside, Aldama. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Kicks it out to Kennard. Outside Jones. Drives to the hoop. Here's Tillman. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Prince. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Prince has got his first points in this one. Now here's Jones. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Conchar. Anderson covers. Conchar can't hit. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Prince. Launches a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. And it's an 8-point Minnesota lead.
Prince has gotten better at creating his own shot, but the catch-and-shoot game is still his specialty.
Here's Jones. That one doesn't drop. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's Rivers. Third quarter here. 3 minutes have come off the clock.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Conchar. Tillman with a screen. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. 1:41 left in the third. Back to Noel. To the wing. Right side. 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. Prince can't hit. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Outside Jones. Down low to end the run. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Jones from outside. Reed with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Prince, defended by Kennard. Picked by Prince. Pass to Reed, and stolen by Jones. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Aldama. Kennard finds Jones. Back to Kennard. Fires the 3. Drains the triple. Tillman's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Here's Kennard. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Minnesota with a fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Memphis trailing here. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point. Adams with a screen on Anderson. And that one's good for Brooks.
If you were as strong as Brooks, you'd also be aggressive inside.
And here's Anderson. The drive by Rivers. Out to the right wing. Pass to Anderson. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Towns a screen on Bane. Into the lane. Here's Gobert. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Morant outside. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Outside McDaniels. 60 ticks off the clock here in the 4th. And the basket by Towns. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Here's Morant. Rebound Minnesota. McDaniels with it. There's the 3. Connects from downtown. And it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
And it's slammed in by Adams.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
Now here's Edwards. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. From deep, Morant. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Conley against Brooks. Conley passes to Gobert. Edwards with it. Shot clock at 6. Buries it from 3.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
He just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Outside McDaniels. 4-3. Edwards can't hit.
Reading the trajectory of that shot, he anticipated the big rebound.
Oh, deflected. Outside Morant. Over Edwards. That one a little long. And here are the Timberwolves. A big stretch here going. 10-2.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Timberwolves.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
Now here's Edwards. They grabbed their own miss.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Here's Morant. It's blocked by Gobert.
What timing from Rudy. He is superb at measuring when to go after blocks.
Outside Edwards. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Towns, that's good.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Now here's Edwards. From deep. No good there. Now Morant. Jacks up a three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. From outside the arc. And Edwards with the basket on the assist from Gobert.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Amp, and we've got a game that's sure to be a crowd pleaser. Greg, two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack, and this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all four quarters.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. Gobert shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
And Gobert drops them both. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. Ayton in the corner. Outside for Durant. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Towns, a screen on Ayton. Conley into the lane. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
KD passes to Okogie. KD a screen on Gobert. The pass to Okogie. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by McDaniels. Over to the wing. That's a 2 from Towns. Here's Gobert. Rebound by Okogie.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Here's Booker. Outside for Durant. The 3. Rebound Minnesota. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Over in the corner, Edwards. 4 on the clock. Good D by Booker. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Ayton a screen on Edwards. Paul surveying the floor. And it's off the back rim, no good. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Right wing. Here's Conley. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Conley.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
And here's Booker from the arc. KD finds Booker. Towns with the steal. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. Can't throw it down with one hand. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Outside, KD. 5 to shoot. To end the cold streak, he clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls.
And Durant's jumper is as pure as it gets. You just assume ahead of time it's going in.
Edwards dishes to Towns. Paul goes in, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Conley the pass to Towns. Back to Conley. Towns the screen. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. Ball against Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Gobert. Another miss by Minnesota.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
Ball against Edwards. Ball left side. For three, Booker. Conley grabs the miss. Minnesota in the lead. Towns, the pass to McDaniels. Outside, Towns. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Timberwolves lead by 2. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation. Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's a Kogi in at the 3 spot. Alley-oop try. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
And here is Paul. Gobert with the block. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stop.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Towns, the pass to Gobert. Stolen by Durant. Conley against Paul. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Pass to Okogie. No good from outside. Timberwolves leading by 4. Pass to McDaniels. This is it to Gobert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kevin Durant. Richard, safe to say you were a pretty good defender in your day, so tell me, who was the most difficult player you had to defend?
I've had to guard some of the best scorers in NBA history, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, but there is nobody like Kevin Durant. His height, his skill set, KD is probably the most unguardable player we've ever seen.
All Hall of Famers. Wow. And here are the Timberwolves. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Conley kicks to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to McDaniels. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Over in the corner, Edwards. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's Towns missing. Suns trail by 6.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Aiden's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Inside, deflects the pass. Durant with the steal. Here's Booker. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
Outside, Edwards. Poked loose.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Ball against Conley. KD sets the pick for Paul. Dishes it to Durant. And the 3 ball is good. KD's got the lead up to 1 now for the Suns.
Sharp find by Paul, one of the best passers of all time.
Edwards looking it over. Back to Conley. Towns dishes to Gobert. He kicks to Conley. He on the clock. To the inside. And stolen by Booker. Paul left side. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Aiden's specialties.
Gobert with a screen on Paul. To the middle. Will it go? Goes back up. And Gobert kicks to Conley. Paul against Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. He dishes it to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Paul passes to Durant. Phoenix calls timeout. The Grizzlies check in for Minnesota. Some changes for Phoenix. And Phoenix has possession. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Baisley passes to Payne. Clock at 4. Here's Baisley, defended by Towns. The shot by Baisley, no good. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Darius Baisley. That is his first foul of the game. Now Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. And a close game so far through the first. Thank you, David. And we'll be back at
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 12. The Suns, 13.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Rudy Gobert with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
We've got Prince. Reed is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Payne passes to Baisley. Off target from outside. Minnesota in the lead. Prince, right side. Noel. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Suns. Here's Payne. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Prince against Warren, and the pass to Noel. 5 on the clock, and he banks in the layup. And now it's a 3-point Minnesota lead.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Payne passes to Baisley. There's the pick. And Jalen Noel picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Phoenix making a change here. Paul's checked in. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Prince with it. Now defended by Warren. Prince's shot is good. Suns trail by 5. Paul outside. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Anderson. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Pass to Rivers. Anderson, a screen on Warren. Rivers gets a wide open look. Buries it from 3-point range. Rivers has got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves. Out to the right wing. Here's Baisley. He's covered by Anderson. Ross with it. No points in the game yet for him. And the jam by Ross.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to wrap.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam. Here's Rivers. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Rivers has got 5 points in the quarter.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want. The other, not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
The shot's good from Paul.
Laser focus by CP3. Look, takes the contact and still delivers the mail.
You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-ball strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
Stolen by Reed. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Anderson with the ball. Here's Noel. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. Hit those all day long. David, thank you. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rivers. No good on the 3. Suns trail by 7. Warren with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Ross has got 5 points so far.
Oh, heads-up play by Warren. Spotting a wide-open shooter and delivering a dime.
They set the screen. Pass to Noel. Passes to Reed. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Suns. Ross in the corner. Can't get the reverse layup to fall.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
The third quarter comes. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Terrence Ross is out there with Chris Paul. And it's T.J. Warren. And it's Baisley in at the 4 spot. Nice move. And there's the drive. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. So it's Phoenix now. 4-point game. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Thank you, David.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
Here's Booker, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Towns. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder. Fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
We're real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Lets it go from 11. Durant, wide open, he fires. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
So fluid pulling up to shoot. Durant's range is one of the biggest strengths of his game.
Cuts off the pass. Ball against Conley. Here's Booker. And rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota leading by 5. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Gobert. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And not the same skinny guy he was when he entered the league. Gobert a lot less affected by contact these days.
Suns trail by 8. Here's Paul. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
So tough to keep him in front of you. He's always playing on his front foot, using that first step.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Booker against Conley. The pass to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. They trail by 7. Pass to Durant. 6 to shoot. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They needed points, and KD comes through. Who else did you expect?
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Conley kicks to Gobert. Towns sets the pick for Gobert, and Durant sends it back.
A tremendous defender. Durant's length can cause major issues for the offense.
To Gobert. Paul with the steal. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. For three, Durant. No good on that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Over in the corner, Conley fires the three. Good, and as this goes to town.
And the mechanics of Conley's shot are rock solid, allowing him to take a shot with no hesitation.
Paul passes to Okogie. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. .51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Towns against Durant. Gobert with a screen on Durant. Here's Towns.
Oh, yes! Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed. And since going to the finals back in 2021, Booker's earned the reputation of a winning player.
Edwards against Paul. Edwards drawing the double team. Towns finds Gobert. 5 to shoot. Here's Edwards. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And the Suns call time here. They're trailing by 6. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
There's still a sliver of hope.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
From deep three-point range, can't get it to fall. And so the Timberwolves take the win. It was up for grabs. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
And it's the Suns to start out. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5. And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Outside Booker. Pass to Durant. Ayton with a screen. Back to Booker. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. And here's Brooks. Shot clock at 5. The 3 from Bane. And Ayton pulls it down. Outside Paul. For 3, Booker gets the 3 ball to go.
Somebody's going to set him up, and Devin Booker's going to knock him down. Thrives in that catch and shoot.
Pass to Adams. The 3 from Bane. And again, Memphis no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Brooks against Durant. Takes it inside. The kick out to Paul. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Yeah, with how much attention Durant draws, he's a skilled passer, and he'll make it happen.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Coming off a Suns make. Durant inside. Jackson on him. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis trailing here. Outside Morant. Pass to Brooks. On the wing, Bane. Back to Brooks. Here's Morant. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. The Suns have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Now Paul. Durant with a screen on Bane. Paul passes to Booker. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Morant with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Pass to Brooks. Lets the 3 fly. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
Outside Durant. Let's go with a 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. And we've got 1:18 left in the first. Morant against Booker. Adams with a screen on Booker. Morant. Morant with the slam!
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that works.
Yeah, the point is to score, so getting that first one, that always helps.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Okogie. From deep. Here's Ayton. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
From deep, Morant. No luck on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. That's good from Paul on the assist from Durant. Paul's got 6.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Now here's Morant. The three is up. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Booker. Screen by Durant. That'll count. Oh, what an incredible end to the quarter. Wow. Incredible. And so it's Phoenix closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. The Suns leading.
Well, DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
Here's Morant. 5 points in the game. On the wing, Brooks. Adams inside. Is covered by Ayton. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Stolen by Ayton. And here they come. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
For a spindly guy, Durant has such great body control. Hard not to foul him when he carves his way in that deep.
And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, VA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league, like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
Bane against Booker. Fires for 3. Left side, Paul. Clock at 6. It's good. Paul's got 8.
Chris Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, will find a way to get it done.
Pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. To the middle. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
I mean, as good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
Adams, the pass to Bane. Kept alive. Tries again. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Kevin Durant.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Well, Brent, comparing eras, a touchy subject. But how do you juxtapose the era of your father, Rick, in the 60s and 70s to your era and even nowadays?
Well, I think between the rule changes, the adoption of the three-point line, and the skill and growth and all the technology and science behind players, that it's really, really difficult to look back 25 years ago and compare the game. Just the game itself, BA, let alone talking about players and their skills.
5 on the clock. Here's Brooks. Here's Adams. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
The motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
Durant way outside. Suns keep it alive. Here's Ayton, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. First one falls, and the Suns will go for a different look here. Baisley, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. Warren comes in for Okogie. Ross, he's checked in for Devin Booker. And it's Shamet in for Chris Paul.
And Ayton, with that efficiency, just becomes an outstanding option for what you do offensively.
Pass to Brooks. This one for three. Here's Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. Outside Warren. Back to Shamet. Ayton with it. The rebound by Jackson.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Outside Morant. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Well, Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
Outside Warren. Pass to Ayton. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Ayton's got 8.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And Morant gets it to go.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. From deep, Morant. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ross for 3.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And so it's DeAndre Ayton making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back to the game after this break. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game from DeAndre Ayton.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the floor for Phoenix, Darius Baisley is out there with T.J. Warren. And then it's Landry Shamet, then it's Terrence Ross, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do. Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in the season in franchise history. It just didn't play out that way. Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Adams a screen. Jones from outside. Second chance effort, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Aldama's checked in for Jackson. Conchar comes in for Brooks. Kennard, he's checked in for Desmond Bane. And it's Ja Morant in for Jones. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. And make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
Ayton hits them both. Now Morant, 10 points for him. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. There's the steal. In transition. Up the floor for the finish. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Tillman comes in for Adams. And it's Jones in for Ja Morant. Landale's checked in for the Suns. Pass to Aldama. Back to Jones. Six to shoot. On the take. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
That free throw misses. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous, and this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Offensive rebound. Here's Shamet. Hits the trifecta. Shamet's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Shamet has these kind of games where it looks like he won't miss.
Jones drives in. It's hauled in by Baisley. The Suns have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Outside Warren. Here's Landale. Can't cash it in from close range. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Tillman. Now here's Kennard. Here's Conchar from the arc. Sinks the tray.
And Kennard, well schooled, just keeping his eyes up and making that play.
Here's Baisley. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. For 3, Warren.
Come get it, come get it.
Outside Ross. And it's Warren off the drive.
Nice move towards the basket there. You gave TJ Warren a little too much room, and he's going to want to score.
The Grizzlies have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to Aldama. On the wing, Conchar. Stolen by Ross. Outside Warren.
Memphis foul. Santi Aldama. First personal foul. Second team foul.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Kennard against Ross. Pass to Conchar. Outside Jones. Tillman with a screen. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Nice shot by Ross.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
14 foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Aldama. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. Hayden's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Deflects the pass. Back to Paul. Launches it. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And good tempo on that play as Chris Paul was in place for that jumper.
Jones against Paul. Here's Conchar. They get it again. Kicks it out to Kennard. Pass to Tillman. Here's Aldama. Drills it from deep.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Kennard against Booker. Out to the right wing. Hayden with it. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Suns.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And here are the Suns now. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. They've got John Conchard, Luke Kennard out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Xavier Tillman, and it's Aldama in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And here's Jones. On the wing, Conchard. It's hauled in by the Suns. Okogie's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Paul. Outside Durant. Goes back up. And that one's good. And the Suns lead by 18.
Now you talk about the mid-range and how much KD uses that area better than anybody in the NBA.
Pass to Conchard. Here's Tillman. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. For Phoenix, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Paul against Jones. That one goes in.
Love the deft touch from Chris Paul on the floater there. His timing on those shots sublime.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, DeAndre Ayton.
And it's easy to see why they keep getting it to him. He keeps getting after it on the offensive end, putting in that work. He's been getting good looks and shooting the ball efficiently all night.
This crowd had no idea what they were in for. He came in and silenced them with a dominant performance. He was an intimidating presence tonight. This audience didn't seem to affect him in the slightest. The 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Paul. And that one's good. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
So good with the handle is Chris Paul, putting the D on its heels.
On the wing, Durant.
Walking foul call. Stephen F. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Paul. Paul can't get it to go.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And they've also done a great job of just taking what the defense is giving them. Teams willing to give up a mid-range, take them, knock them down. They've done it.
Durant, no good. The Grizzlies shooting just 35% from the floor. Morant with it, now guarded by Booker. Adams, the pass to Morant. Parked it down low that time, got hit with the 3-second call.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Denied by Morant. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Here's Bane. And Durant with the block.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
They get it back.
2 minutes remaining of the game.
Jackson the screen. Here's Morant. Now here's Durant. And the layup is good off the glass. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Adams. Jackson down low. Durant's there. Outside Bane. 4 on the clock. The 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Suns have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Suns.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for DeAndre Ayton.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Here's Durant. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And so here's Phoenix. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Pass to Okogie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Booker. Lays it up and banks it in.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Here's Paul. Excellent D there from Morant. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that.
And the task ahead. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. Morant against Conley. Adams sets the pick for Morant. And the three off target. And so Gobert will bring it up for Minnesota.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Here's McDaniels. Yes, that goes in.
First points of the night, and you know this is going to be a battle of matchups.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Gobert, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Here's Morant. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. The Timberwolves with a quick start to this game. Edwards looking it over. There's the pass to McDaniels. Timberwolves passing it around. Shot clock at 6. And here's Edwards from the arc. There's the 3. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Grizzlies have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Morant dishes to Adams. Morant finds in and finished off by Morant.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. It doesn't go for him. Adams, some nice D. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. He told me defensively they have to stop dribble penetration, challenge the lobs at the basket, and generally make it difficult to get to the front of the rim. They don't want this to turn into a dunk fest because that will not end in their favor. Guys?
Thank you, David. Edwards with another miss.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And he makes that one.
Well, we know how capable and consistent Karl Anthony Towns can be when he gets this kind of inside position.
Now here's Morant. Adams with the screen on Conley. Stolen by McDaniels. Outside, Towns. Back to McDaniel. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. McDaniel's got 5 points so far. And so here's Memphis. It's a 5-point game. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
Shot clock at 5. The 3 from Morant.
Boy, how about the quickness of Mike Conley to get from defensive stance to contest. That is nice.
Edwards passes to Towns. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant outside. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Outside for Jackson. Outside, Bane. Launches a three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Gobert. McDaniels with the ball. Out to Edwards. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Morant dishes to Jackson. Payne for three. No good that time. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Timberwolves on top, leading by 5.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point guard. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Here's Edwards with the second effort. He lays it in. Edwards got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
Well, you see the kind of power that Anthony Edwards can play with. This guy, the board, the finish, yes, sir.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize is deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Morant outside. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Towns, a screen on Bane. And Edwards with the stuff.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
And here's Morant. Shakes him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Grizzlies have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Both good from the line that time.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
Here's McDaniels, and he's good on the 3-ball. McDaniels got 8 points.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important. I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Conley kicks to Gobert. Screen by McDaniel. Back to Conley. From downtown, the shot comes out. The Grizzlies trail by 10, and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. McDaniels got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Timberwolves. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. Edwards can't hit.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Kennard, the pass to Jones. They grab their own miss, and it's good for two. Kennard's got his first bucket of the night.
How about that? Luke Kennard looking very comfortable on the interior. That's a tremendous finish.
And another three for Minnesota.
Yet another three. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Jones, the pass to Conchar. Pass to Tillman. Kennard on the wing. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Kennard's got 5 points in the quarter. Minnesota leading by 11. Pass to McDaniels. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first half. Kicks it to Gobert. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. A three-pointer is right on target. Edwards got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves. Conley against Jones. To the inside, Aldama, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Aldama's got his first basket.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
Well, terrific movement from the big man. Rudy Gobert starting to master the screen and roll.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Kennard. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Conley kicks to Edwards. Towns a screen on Kennard. Towns down low. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just manning the play.
And so we wrap up the first half. Timberwolves lead by 14. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And so it's Payne who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. They trail by 14. So on the floor for Minnesota, Anderson is out there with Prince. Then there's Reed. And it's McLaughlin in at the 1. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Payne against Prince for the 3. Payne, no good. Timberwolves leading by 14. Here's Noel. It's Rivers on the wing. Defended by Jones. A 3 from Anderson. No good. Shot missing. And Memphis the other way now. Now Kennard. He has 7. Payne for 3. Reed with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Rivers gets a wide open look. No good with the triple.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's the screen from deep. Kennard's shot is off. Minnesota's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Rivers passes to Anderson. Now here's Reed. Back to Anderson. Timberwolves passing it around. Reed finds Prince. Just 4 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And another miss by Memphis. Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pass to Rivers. Takes it inside. And Reed has it in the corner. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Reed's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Minnesota. Jackson a screen on Rivers. Jones dishes to Jackson. Kennard the pass to Eldorado. Off target with his 3. Minnesota leading by 16.
Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort. Night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter.
Jones, no luck.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Anderson outside. Out to the right wing. Outside, Payne. Now the pass to Eldorado. Rivers against Jones. Outside, Payne. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Rivers can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 19. Lets it go with a 3. Doesn't go that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Puts up a 3. Another miss by Minnesota. The Grizzlies shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. Passes it to Bain. Here's Eldorado. Jones in the post. He's guarded by Rivers. Timberwolves leading by 19. Anderson passes to Rivers. Back to Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. And again, Memphis no good.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Reed with it. Jackson on him. Reed misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Left side, Jones. Here's Eldorado. Good if it goes. And so it's Minnesota sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Defensive. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
It goes on Kyle Anderson.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Minnesota leading by 19. Now here's Rivers. It's stolen by Adams. Morant left side. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim.
Rivers with it. Kicks it out to Prince. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And the Grizzlies with possession here in the fourth quarter. Their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Noel passes to Prince. Here's Noel. Back to Prince. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
It's stolen by Adams.
And add that steal to the list of things they've done right here tonight. It's been a dominant performance at both ends.
And it's Morant missing.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
There's the drive. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Prince's shot is good.
With more repetition, you can see Taurean Prince evolving on the offensive end. Gets into the mid-range game. Go ahead, Taurean.
Adams with the screen on Rivers. Now here's Morant for three. Second shot opportunity. Rebound Minnesota. Reeves got 4 rebounds now tonight. Anderson a screen on Adams. Reed misses. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. 19-point game from outside the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
Oh, pretty stroke on Morant's long-range bomb there. When he's knocking down the shot from deep, he can be lethal.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota.
Substitution on the court.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Third team foul.
Morant against Conley. Shoots the 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Third team foul.
Outside Conley. Into the lane. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, the speed and the creativity of Mike Conley off the dribble drive. Nicely done.
No good on the second free throw. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Morant right side. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. .144 left to play in the final quarter. Conley kicks to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Driving in, and Towns throws it down.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Minnesota.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
A three-pointer, no good. Jackson drives in. The second chance effort. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
.46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Here's the three. The kick out to Towns. The three ball. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. Here's Gobert. And the rejection by Jackson. And finished off by Gobert. Memphis with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Morant for three. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Outside Edwards. Can't connect from long distance. No good there. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did.